What's going on, guys? It's Nick here, back with another fantasy football video. It's Thursday, so we're testing some stuff out. If you guys didn't see the video I posted yesterday, make sure to check that one out. I think it was a really good one. We're trying to predict elite running back seasons, top 5 running back seasons. Really put a lot of time and effort into that video, so check it out if you haven't already. This is a Thursday video, so this isn't exactly how I would draft my team for the most part, but we want to try and test things out. So we haven't taken a tight end early. We've taken a quarterback early. We've done wide receiver 0. Not sure if we've done RB 0, but again, first couple rounds are about value. Then maybe later on we'll kind of be changing things up. We'll just see how the draft takes us. We have no set policy for these Thursday videos, but again, it isn't exactly how I draft my team all the time. Quick things. We got a minute and a half. So the premium rankings, still hoping to get that out for July 15th. That's in 10 days. Hopefully. That's what we'll say. We're not done them yet. I just went camping, so I had no internet the past couple days. Then I'm going up to Maine for this next week. I have a funeral on Friday, so a lot of hectic things are happening. So I'm going to try my best to get those out for July 15th. If you guys don't know, go to the website, thefantasyfootballadvice.com. Link in the description down below. If you want to get the premium rankings, it has a ton of stuff. That's why it's taking, 100+ hours put into these rankings, because there's so much content in them. So check out the website if you want to learn more about those. The t-shirts still for sale through the month of July. It's gonna be $20 to get. I don't have one with me. I haven't gotten one yet. I think I'm gonna get one next week. Half the profits go to Wounded Warriors Foundation, and I don't know. I think they're nice t-shirts. Again, $20 is a little much for t-shirts sometimes, but it goes towards a charity, and you're getting yourself some support of the channel. So check them out. I'll link that in the description as well. But let's hop into this first draft on ESPN in a while. I think I've been doing Fantasy Football Calculator. Next week I'm gonna do NFL.com. Week after probably Yahoo. Then the week after that I think is going to be the mock draft Monday, at least in a few weeks, is going to be one on ESPN. Then I'm just going to back out one on Yahoo, back out one on NFL.com, back out one on Fantasy Football Calculator. 4 mock drafts, unless you guys have another site. But honestly, 4 mock drafts in a row might kill me. So Elliott just went #1 overall. Okay, but we'll see how it goes. There's gonna be no cut either. I'm just gonna go for it. But wow, wish I had the 3 pick in this one. This is 12-team PPR. It's the setting I always recommend everyone does. PPR is much better than standard, because if you're actually good, PPR, standard, there's so much luck involved, it's stupid. Touchdowns are so much more heavily weighted than they should be. So I like PPR. Half-point PPR is good too. But this is 12-team, because I think 10-team leagues are all just monster good. If you have a bad draft in 10-team league, seriously, what did you do wrong? But first 3 picks were Elliott, Bell, David Johnson. I would put that in reverse order. David Johnson, then Bell, then Elliott. Brown have it 4. So a little bit different than normal, but we'll see. I've heard that running backs are finally starting to go in the first round on ESPN. Haven't done a mock draft on ESPN in a while, but I predict personally that it's going to be Brown, Julio, and Odell will be the only 3 running backs taken in the first round, end of August. That's in a 12-team league. I really think people are just going to look at last year and just overcompensate and just snag all of the running backs. Because, again, yeah, it's a viable strategy last year. So people look at last year, recency bias, and they're like, yep, let's do that. But the top 6 went in this mock draft like they always are. So it was Elliott, Bell, DJ, and then Antonio, Julio, Odell, McCoy. That's literally the top 7 I have in my rankings right now. So now we make a choice. We are at 8. We say would have preferred to be 9, 10 around here. I'm going to say Evans is below these guys. So it's either Jordy or AJ Green for me. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, that's a really tough choice, because I've been liking Jordy more and more. I'm not reaching on a running back here. It's Jordy or it's AJ Green. I think it's AJ Green. And it's real close, so don't blast me for this one. But we're going to take AJ Green. I think that's a good pick there. I still love Jordy and I still love Evans. I just literally think they're all the same pick. And so just take whichever one you want. Take whichever one you feel the most confident in. In standard scoring, it's Jordy. But in PPR, I really think they're all like the same pick. So I took AJ Green just because I like him. I think people are off him because of injuries and the timing of those injuries. And saying he's always hurt, that is false. AJ Green is not always hurt. It's just that he always gets hurt in the worst possible point. Like, that was the worst scenario from last year. He hurt, I don't remember when it was, like week 10-ish, somewhere around there, where he was out for the playoffs. Like, if he'd gotten hurt in the beginning of the year, came back in the playoffs, and was as dominant as he was in the beginning of the year, people would be drafting him higher. But they're not. So after me, Jay Ajayi, you guys know I love him. Then Evans, Jordy, Devonta Freeman, you guys know I love him. Melvin Gordon went 13th. That's fine value for him. I know I trash Melvin Gordon a lot. Second round's fine. Anywhere in the second round. It's just when people have been taking him like 6th, 7th overall, that's just not leaving you room for any upside. And I really think come August he's going to be around 7 or 8. But he went pretty late here, and I'm fine with that pick in the second round. I'm fine with that. Watch the video tomorrow, and you'll get some more thoughts on Melvin Gordon. But 2 picks until ours. We're not taking Dez. I'll take Jordan Howard, even though this is a PPR league. He's better in standard scoring. I'll take Jordan Howard. That is the only running back. Okay, there he goes. Probably the only running back I take. I don't really want DeMarco at 17. Gronk just went. That's interesting. I feel he's more a 3rd round pick. So, okay, we'll go from the bottom. So, we're not taking Reed, Fournette, Gurley, Hopkins, Demaryius, Alshon, Lamar. That's too much of a reach on Cooper. So, it's either DeMarco Murray or T.Y. Hilton. I said no to T.Y., but DeMarco Murray or T.Y. Maybe we test out RB0 here. Because I'm not thrilled. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm not thrilled about DeMarco Murray this year. I really think that he's getting up there in age. I'm not saying age is a concern. But I really think the scenario plays out where it's like he gets hurt for 2 weeks. We all know Derrick Henry's a monster. If this guy rolls his ankle for 2 or 3 weeks and Derrick Henry posts 100 a touchdown, do you really think he's getting the ball back 17 times a game? And I think that they know that Derrick Henry is that good to where, listen, out of the gate, he's never going to get 25 carries. We know that. But out of the gate, is he going to get 15 carries and 4 receptions, which is still good? You're still getting that good reception floor with him. You're still getting the carries. You're still getting goal line carries because they're a good offense, and they're a great offensive line. I just don't know. I think there's too much risk for me. So I'm going to go AJ Green, T.Y. Hilton. And now that I think about it, I feel like I've started off a draft like that before. But we're going to start off like that. After me, it was Dez, Fournette, Rodgers. So this is great value for DeMarco. If you're getting him at the end of the second round, your 3rd pick's coming up, because right now it'd be between him and Cooper, and then there's no way you could. Baldwin. If I got Baldwin at 32, I'd be pumped. That'd be such a good start to this draft, because I have Baldwin ahead of everyone on this list that's not named DeMarco Murray or Amari Cooper. I have him ahead of Alshon, Demaryius, Lamar. Don't draft Lamar Miller. Again, watch the video tomorrow. I'm going to stop saying that. But tomorrow's top 5, if you guys don't know. Fridays are always top 5 videos. And it's going to be top 5 potential running back busts. So that's the end. That is the most you're getting from that video. I haven't recorded it yet. I only actually have 4 of the running backs. Because I have had 0 time to make these videos. But I've already said too much. It's going to be top 5 running back busts. So I really can't say who we're going to get at this next pick. There's too many picks. But after me, it was Dez, Fournette, Rodgers, Lamar Miller. This guy's going to auto pick DeMarco Murray, which that's good value at 22. We love Amari Cooper. Still have yet to dive into him further. I think that the gap is going to grow this year. Last year, I'm so itchy. I went fishing, and I swear to God I got poisoned something. The gap between him... Oh, Doug just went. That's unfortunate. The gap between him and Crabtree was very small. And honestly, on DraftKings, like, I was playing Crabtree, not Amari Cooper. But he was really young rookie, and this is his third year. Right? Yeah, this is his third year. I think he's going to break out this year. Like, you can say he's already broken up. I think he's going to, like, move into that elite tier this year. So I'm comfortable. If I got him at 32, that's not going to happen. But if I got him at 32, that's a huge steal. Dak Prescott, what? So, okay, I'll just name off. So it went DeMarco at 22, then Doug Baldwin, Larry Fitz, Dak, Todd Gurley. So, listen, this is going to happen in your home leagues. Some of you guys literally say, like, I know my friend, the Texans defense got taken in the second round last year. In my league, Gronk and Brady went in the first round, like top 5 picks. So these things happen. People actually do this, and they take terrible picks. So value will present itself in your guys' drafts. Not all of your drafts. Obviously, some of you play in really good leagues, but who are we looking at? Marshawn. I'm all by... Can't talk right now. I'm eyeballing Marshawn right now. I like Golden Tate. I like Sammy Watkins, Jarvis Landry, Demarius Hopkins, those guys. Who are the running backs? Let's just, because we're not just like locking ourselves into a box of RB0. It's Lynch. It's Crowell. Ooh. Here's where the value comes in. Could I get Crowell at 41? I doubt it. I doubt that. Because there's only 4. Now there's only 3. Yeah. I would take Crowell with my next pick here. Listen, I've said to you guys, I think Crowell anywhere in this third round, like 3.1, I'll take Crowell. I am that confident that he's going to have a breakout year. So, I'll just show you guys who the wide receivers are. We still have Alshon, Demarius, Jarvis, Watkins, and I feel confident I can get someone good at 41. So I'm not going to do RB0 just to do RB0. Like, I'm not just going to do that. Maybe this will turn into just a normal mock draft. But I have Crowell firmly ahead of everyone on this list. I see a massive drop-off after Crowell. So you have to take him here. This is a good start to the draft. Like, literally, watch the video I did yesterday. If you're watching this in, like, August, it's how to predict the top 5 running back. And Crowell popped in all those models. Obviously, the big 3 popped in every single one of them. Then the other people were Freeman and Jordan Howard, with Jay Ajayi and Ingram almost making it. But I love Isaiah Crowell. I really think he's not going to break into those top 3, but I think he's an RB1. I really think he's an RB1. So, confident with this team so far. I would look running back here. Obviously, Joe Mixon is still way too low for where he's going to be going. He signed Frank Gore right now. This is embarrassing. But, hey, some of you guys are doing drafts right now, and you got to know what to take. Joe Mixon will be going in the 4th round, though. Trust me, he will be going in the 4th round. So, wide receivers. We can still get Sammy. You guys know I like Sammy. Darren did the video breaking down Sammy Watkins' outlook. You guys know I like Sammy Watkins. Like Allen Robinson. Like Sammy Watkins more, though. You guys know I love Diggs. I love Crowder. I love Snead. You guys know that. I'd be targeting one of them at 56. Okay. So, here's where we think. We'll sort by flex. So, I'm not touching Jordan Reed. The pick here is Sammy Watkins or Joe Mixon. But will Joe Mixon be there at my next pick? Because if I knew he was, and if I could not screw up this pick, that would be fantastic. At 62, is he going to be there? No, I'm not risking that. I'll take Sammy Watkins here. Listen, the injury fear is too much. It's too much. For those of you who say he doesn't have top 5 upside, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Look at what he's done when he's healthy. He's a monster. It's, oh no, he gets hurt every 3 minutes. I understand that. But this is my 4th round pick, and I already have AJ Green, T.Y. Hilton. And I'm confident in the next few rounds, I can lock up some good wide receivers. I'm confident late I can find some good wide receivers. So if he dies, it is not the end of the world. That's interesting. Greg Olsen, Jordan Reed, and Travis Kelce just went boom, boom, boom. I should have looked at Travis Kelce, now that I think of it. 5th round is where I like the value on Kelce, but if you guys really want to go tight end early, end of the 4th round, that's okay. I'm fine with Travis Kelce end of the 4th round, like middle to end. I'm not fine with him early in the. That's like a stretch, but middle 4th on, you can draft Travis Kelce, and I draft him ahead of Greg Olsen and ahead of Jordan Reed. I would draft him ahead of Jordan Reed. And if you gave me the choice between Gronk and Kelce, I think it's closer than you guys think. Just like straight up any round. But I think I finished on Watkins. He has top 5. He has number 1 overall upside. If he stays healthy, it's will he stay healthy? I'm willing to take that risk in the 4th round. Listen, like you guys are taking that risk in the 1st round, 2nd overall with Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell has more injury risk than Sammy Watkins. So don't tell me, oh, I'm not comfortable taking the risk, and then go take Le'Veon Bell. Or go take Melvin Gordon. Or go take Jay Ajayi. Or, like, there's so many people who are running backs that you guys are so comfortable taking, but then Watkins is too much. Like, why is he more injury risk? Like, this is what, his 3rd year in the league? I don't know. If he plays a full season, he's top 5. So, if I can get that in the 4th round as my wide receiver 3, perfectly fine with that. That's high for Garcon. I didn't know he was going that high. So let's look at the running backs. Well, Mixon still hasn't been taken, but let's look at them. So Hyde, Montgomery, Dalvin Cook, Mixon, Lacey, Perkins, Gillislee. There's still some guys left that I like. Mixon got taken. Okay. I'm fine with Montgomery, but I'm not taking him in the 5th round. I don't like the pick. I don't like how early he's going. I'm not taking Danny Woodhead. No, I don't like the value right now at running back. I clicked that on accident because we're not going tight end. Listen, guys. my boy Stephon Diggs, Crowder. Where did Snead go? What? 88? How on earth is Snead going behind these people? Oh, this is abomination. Absolute steal. If I got Snead in the 7th, like I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to try and get Diggs, Crowder, Snead. Oh, he took Crowder. All right. Tyreek Hill, that's value. Don't think you're getting Tyreek Hill in the 5th round either. He's going in the early 4th round. I'll say early 4th round for him. But I still have Diggs higher, I think. I think he's going to regress in the touchdown department. But Tyreek is what I'm talking about. But Diggs is a pick unless we look at a running back we like. Which we don't. Like, so many of these guys are the same pick. We'll take Diggs. And we'll hope that... Do we think we can get Snead in the 7th? I don't want to take him in the 6th. I'll take one of those running backs. All these guys are the same. Like, Lacey, Coleman, Gillislee, Perkins, they're all the same pick to me. So, I'll just take whichever one's left, really. I'm not drafting Danny Woodhead. I'm not drafting C.J. Anderson. If Frank Gore's available in the 14th round, I'm not drafting Frank Gore. I'm not drafting Theo. I know it's a PPR league, but I think that if Abdullah stays healthy, there's just no room for upside for Theo. And don't think Theo's like some non-injury prone running back. Dude gets hurt too, so... That was good value on Tyreek. The guy just got him. I know Breeze just got taken. I'm just looking at the quarterbacks here. I won't be taking quarterbacks this year. The quarterback pool is the deepest it has ever been. So if you're taking quarterbacks in the middle rounds, listen, they better be number 1 overall for that to pay off. Because the value just isn't there. It's just not. Alright, it looks like we're going to be able to choose whoever we want. I would take Gillislee in a standard league, but this is PPR. Love the upside of Perkins. Coleman's got a ton of upside. Pick might be Lacey, though. Just scroll through. Don't think Doug Martin's going to be going in like the 6th round, too. He's a little bit late. AP is going to be going higher. I promise. I'll take AP at the 7th round. Alright, we get to choose. So, he's not going to catch any passes, so we can't take Lacey in this format. Gillislee, we can't take Gillislee either, I think, right here. In Standard League, I'm all over those picks. So it's Coleman or Perkins. Perkins isn't going to catch a ton of passes either. Abdullah? Yeah. Let's go Amir. Let's just ride the Amir hype train again. Everyone else is off of it now. This isn't a reach, by the way. It's really not. The rankings are all screwed up. Alright. Abdullah. We should probably look at... Unless Sneed's there, we should probably look at another running back. Kind of fill out a core. I know I said the Thursday video is for testing things out, but I've been getting some messages from you guys that you're like drafting right now, which is nuts. I would never draft a league before like the 3rd week of the preseason. Like, yeah, I guess you guys are getting it out of your system or something. But we would take Sneed here in the 7th if he's available. Other than that, not in love with any of those picks. John Brown, Macklin. Macklin's a good pick. There's not that many left, actually. So Sneed is definitely our pick. Let's use something we never use. The Q. So Sneed, John Brown. I'm fine with DeMonte Parker, too. And Macklin. I'm going to look into Macklin a little bit more. And we need to hear news after preseason. But if they come out and say, Jeremy Macklin's playing the slot, draft him. In every league, draft him. Because he will be a steal in the 7th round. 8th round. He's going in the 8th round. Wherever he's going, he's going to be a steal. 7th and 8th round. Because they utilize the slot receiver. And if he looks good, remember, what was it? Was it a torn groin? I don't remember what he had. Let's see if... I think it was a torn groin. And if it is, yeah, torn groin last season. Listen, I've pulled my groin a lot. Like, when I play sport, especially flag football, I pull my groin a lot. A pulled groin is really annoying. A torn groin must blow. Like, that must be horrible. Because, literally, I'll pull my groin, and I'll be fine. Like, you feel fine walking around after, like, a week. Because you can still feel it, like, walking. But as soon as you run, like, once, the thing's back. So, I applaud him for playing through a torn groin. That's painful. So, if he's back to full health, which, I mean, with this amount of time, he's going to be back to full health. As long as he doesn't get a new injury. Or, like, get a hamstring or something. Because hamstrings I'm always scared of. He's going to be a steal at this point. But if we can grab Paul Perkins, that might be a pick. Okay, there goes Paul Perkins. So we got Fat Rob, no. Forte is a no. Procise is a question mark. AP. You got to take the upside of AP here. Where is Sneed? Oh, man. I think I can get him. I think I can get him with the next pick. We'll look at the other running backs, though. So it's AP, it's Doug Martin, it's Blunt, it's Procise, but you've got to take AP. Right? Like, I know I made a video saying don't take older running backs, and I know that he's injury prone and all this risk and all that. It's Adrian Peterson on a high volume. Oh, dang it. Maybe I should have gone Sneed. I don't know. But I wanted to get some running backs in there. It's Adrian Peterson on a high volume offense, and he's going to be. Listen, if they were giving Tim Hightower goal line carries over Mark Ingram, you got to think they're giving Adrian Peterson goal line carries. So, if he stays healthy, that's a steal right there. I just wish I could have also gotten Sneed. Dang it. Doug would not be a bad pick here. But again, like I said, Doug's going to be going in like the 5th round come draft day. But if you're drafting right now and you got an 8th, 9th round pick and Doug's still there, take him. Because Jeremy McNichols in the future, I think, could take over. But Doug's only 28, and although that's at the like end of like where you kind of start to decline pretty quickly after that, he's been hurt so much that he doesn't have any miles on his leg. Which again, I mean, he's a huge injury risk. But if you're getting him this late, that's a good pick. I wanted Snead. Snead's a great pick, guys. I think it's Macklin at our next one, but I don't want to not get a running back. So if Doug's available here, I'll take him, and then hope to get Macklin in the 9th. Because I really believe Macklin's a good pick. And I know that it's super important to hit on a running back. And it's not like I'm uber confident that Amir Abdullah and Adrian Peterson can be healthy at the end of the year. So I'm going to take a running back. It's not going to be LeGarrette Blount, I can tell you that much. It's not going to be Bernard or James White. It would be Prosise or Doug at this point in the draft. What's Prosise news? Well, yeah, obviously. I think they might use him as a wide receiver a little bit. The only issue with that is that Bolden's the slot. Like, Bolden is the bona fide one on this team. He is the wide receiver 1. For people who don't believe that. He is a legitimate, bona fide, elite wide receiver 1. Like, great pick is Bolden. But they might use Prosise in the receiving game. The issue is Bolden plays a slot, and where else, you're not going to, like, throw in Prosise as your 1 or 2. So it's like, it's kind of weird scenario to be in. I think we take Doug here, though. Because if our mentality is, well, maybe Adrian Peterson and Abdullah get hurt. I mean, I don't think they get hurt week 1. Maybe they get hurt like week 6. And at that point, say AP goes down week 6 and gave me some good production weeks 1 through 5. Well, now Doug's back from his 3-game suspension. Remember that 3-game suspension. And I'm not scared of what's his Jaquiz Rogers. I'm not scared of Jaquiz Rogers. And if they're going to feed Jaquiz Rogers 30 times, what do you, like, break an NFL record for carries in the first series or something like that? It was something crazy. They just kept feeding him the ball. But they'll feed someone. And Sims, I was all over him last year because the metrics are there and the opportunity was there. I literally said, Doug Martin's going too high. He's too injury prone. He's going to get hurt. Sims will take the job. All of that happened. And then Sims gets hurt. It's like, what the heck? But I think that the value there for Doug, he'll be rested coming into the season. I think you got to take him in the 8th round. And what Sims showed me last year was not super impressive. And I'm not scared of Jaquiz Rogers. And McNichols, I think, has an injury. And he's still a rookie. And I mean, he wasn't like some highly rated rookie. I think he's good personally. But I think that's more of a future thing. So, rest of the picks. Oh, wow. Yep, I didn't know these guys were still down here. Okay. We still got some running backs. ESPN still hasn't caught up with reality. Kareem Hunt, Samaje Perine, Derrick Henry. There's no other ones. Jamal Williams a little bit, but not in PPR. All those guys will be going many rounds earlier. But let's get another wide receiver because, again, Sammy and Diggs are not exactly injury-free. It's John Brown or Macklin. Going upside with this pick. Going upside with this whole team, it seems. But Macklin. I like him. I really like Jeremy Macklin this year. If you're drafting right now, the value is there. I thought he would skyrocket, really, because the Ravens throw the most out of any team, and that ain't changing. You think that Dixon being suspended for, is it 4 or 3? I don't actually know. It's either 3 or 4 weeks. He's suspended. Then they're just gonna feed Woodhead, and it's not like Terrence West is that good. They're gonna be again one of the league leaders, probably the league leader in pass attempts through the first 4 weeks. They're gonna pepper Macklin if he's healthy. Great pick, great pick. So let's run through our team right now and see what we need. So we got Crowell, Abdullah, AP, Doug Martin for running backs. I'm not like thrilled about this group, but I'm thrilled about Crowell. I think Abdullah, AP, and Doug all have upside. We got AJ Green, T.Y. Hilton, Sammy Watkins, Diggs, and Macklin. Love those 5. I seem to love all the wide receivers I've been drafting in these drafts. Running backs is always where it's like, it's iffy. So I need to just take value at this next one. I'll take running back or wide receiver, whichever I think is the best value. It would be John Brown for wide receivers. Tyrell Williams is not a bad pick at all. You can take Tyrell. You can take Doxson. Is there any more news on him? Okay. Oh yeah, well, OTAs is over, so we're not going to get any news. I'm not on the Quincy Enunwa train that people seem to be on. I don't know why people are on that train. Hop off if you're on it. Quarterbacks. I mean, that's a good spot for Derek Carr. I'm not taking Big Ben. You play him when he's at home in a high-scoring total game in daily fantasy football. That's when you play Big Ben, because you're going to get 303 touchdowns. When he's on the road, you're getting nothing. And I'm not drafting someone that I have to stream half the year for. I'll take Carr, Winston. Tyrod's actually rising. I love Tyrod. I'll take... Well, that's what I'd like to take. But not with this pick. It would be Carr. I would take Carr here. I would take Carr here. I might do that. We'll take Carr. If I could click running back, I would do it. I would take what's Pirine and Derrick Henry. PPR is not as friendly to Pirine because Chris Thompson's going to be taking all of the receptions. So it would probably be Derrick Henry. That's a tough call, actually. That's tough. Dixon's obviously a solid pick, too. But he could have Dixon and Doug Martin. And then just pray that no one gets hurt early on. But again, that's viable. If I'm only starting 2 running backs and it's Crowell, Abdullah, and I can throw in AP if someone happens to get hurt, I can have 2 suspended running backs. So it's not out of the question. Oh, Carr got taken. Dang it. But I'm not going to take Dixon over those guys. So... It's one of those 2. Or I wait, maybe get one of them. Take a wide receiver. No, I don't need a wide receiver. Pirine or Derrick Henry in PPR scoring. Obviously, Derrick Henry has more upside, but who's more likely to hit their upside? It's Pirine. But with this pick, I'm going upside. I'm going upside with this pick. So we'll go Derrick Henry. I would love Samaje, the next pick, but I don't think he'll be there. Standard league, I would have gone Pirine because I really think he's taken the job day one from Rob Kelly. You guys saw the video. Remember the video I posted yesterday? Rob Kelly actually was efficient somehow. I didn't know. He was bad when I watched him, but he actually had a positive efficiency rating, so it's not like he was complete trash. I just don't think he's good. I really don't think he's good. So, if we got, oh my god, if we got Pirine though, that would be fantastic. Who would we take if we didn't though? We ain't touching those running backs. So it's Pirine or bust there. Oh my goodness, we might get it. I'll take Tyrell. I'll take Doxson. Oh, we got him though. We got him, boys. Samaje Perine. Day 1 starter of a high volume offense with all the goal line carries. 11th round. He won't be there. He will be going in the 8th round, I promise. If they announce he's the starter in like week 2 of the preseason, you're looking at 6th round. And at that point, I might come off. But right now, I'm like the first person aboard the Pirine. I was the first person aboard like months ago when I put out, not months ago, a month ago when I put out the top 5 running back flyers late. But I really hope they don't announce him the starter because that's just going to tank all that value. But we've got plenty of running backs now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 running backs. So we're good to go on there. And how many bench spots we got left? We have 1 bench spot. And then we do our quarterback and stuff. But let's look at quarterback. Man, Tyrod. Tyrod's just being disrespected right now. What did he finish last year? Like 7th or something? No one knows. And that was without Watkins. Imagine Watkins being healthy for the whole year. What Tyrod's going to bring to the table for you in fantasy in the 12th round. That's a steal. I like him ahead of Stafford. I really do. I'm going to look further into Stafford. But I don't know. I've just never owned him, and I don't know. He just hasn't been a guy I own. Eli's not bad. Dalton's not bad. It's just much prefer Tyrod. Oh, I thought a T for Texans. We'll take Tyrod here. I prefer him over Mariota. I'm curious to see full participant. Okay. I want to see Mariota. There's gonna be regression in his efficiency, but I want to see Mariota 100% back from his injury. If he is, I'll move him up in my rankings, but until I see that, I think he's a little bit lower than other people have him. But we need a tight end and we need a wide receiver. And we've got Green, T.Y., Watkins, Diggs, and Macklin. So we don't need upside, but we'll take it. We'll take Tyrell Williams at this pick. He won't be there, but we'll take Tyrell. Take Doxson. We'll take J.J. Nelson. Marquise Lee. Gabriel's, like, interesting. Tyrell just went. Gabriel's interesting. And Funchess, but I don't think you can draft him in. Yeah. Josh Gordon, isn't he, like, out for the year? I don't think Josh Gordon got reinstated. Yeah, those wide receivers not ideal on this list right now. But that's what happens in the 13th round of these leagues. Thank God. I didn't know if I was recording there for a second. Stills is like an interesting pick, but it's not a PPR play by any means. Could this be the year for Tavon? It's never going to be the year for Tavon. He's a bust. Man, J.J. Nelson's got upside if Fitz... I don't think Fitz is going to tail off by any means. Fitz is a good pick. Especially, okay, Fitz, trade him after the first month. Because, I've said this before, but he's got the #1, and this is why I like John Brown so much, the #1 easiest schedule for wide receivers over the first month. So he's probably going to go berserk. And if John Brown is struggling with sickle cell, which I don't think he will, but if he does that or gets hurt, J.J. Nelson's going to be a great pick. So that's who I think we're going to take here. I like Marquise Lee, but I think the upside in a 12-team league, in an offense that's going to run the ball a ton, I don't know about the upside. We should probably have looked at tight end a little bit sooner. I've taken Austin Hooper in like every draft, I think. Nah, yeah, it's a no to all these guys. I probably should have looked maybe a round earlier, but I think Austin Hooper's fine. Because you can find a tight end. You can just stream tight end. If it's... Don't ever reach on a tight end. Because you can stream them, and... The 12th tight end isn't much different than the 20th. Like, let's put it that way. If a tight end in PPR is getting you 3 for 30, listen, just take it. Like, that's what I always did for DraftKings. And I'm going to be talking a lot more about DraftKings. I'm so pumped for when they release. I'm going to be spending so much time making my week 1 lineups. But every single week in DraftKings, I just found a guy for $2,500 who's going to get me 3 for 30 and maybe catches a touchdown. Because that's where the value is. It's not in taking the elite guys who are like 6K and could still post 0. It's all about that. All about that min-price tight end. But that might be the end of this draft, guys. Defense. I always kind of skip this part. Who would I take? Giants. You gotta take the Giants, right? The Chargers love to get defensive touchdowns for some reason, but you gotta take the Giants. Giants good, Eagles good, Falcons are good, Jaguars are good, Rams actually might be good. But it's Giants here. And then just take a kicker on a competent offense. That's what I say every time. Always. Defense, kicker. Last 2 rounds. Don't argue with me. Don't be writing in the comment section, why are we taking defense, kicker last 2 rounds? Listen, just do it. I don't want to have to explain it in every video. But there is almost no difference between these kickers. There's no difference in expected value of defenses and of kickers in these later rounds. 0 difference. If you guys don't know what expected value is, Google it. It's just a statistics term. Google it. But there's no difference in the expected value of a defense anywhere. There just isn't. Because every single year, like the #1 and 2 defenses are on free agency at some point. So they're free. Same thing with kickers. Literally, Dustin Hopkins, every year I feel like I draft because he's 5th every year. It's like, I don't need 1. I'll take 5th in the 15th round. Why is there another round? Oh, there is another. There are 16 rounds. There's a lot more draft picks in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 7 bench spots in standard setups for ESPN. My league has 5. That's brutal. That is tough to fill out flyers because you can't take flyers as much with 5 bench spots because you kind of need some of these guys to be good. But so let's look at the wide receivers. See, I would think Beasley, but there's just such a difficult passing schedule early on that he'll be on free agency. It's Taylor Gabriel or Funchess. And I think it's Taylor Gabriel. I like Funchess a lot. What's Gabriel's news? He got hurt again. Dude gets hurt a lot. We'll take Funchess. He could be so good on that offense if he didn't get hurt so much. But he is hurt a lot because he's a little guy. I mean, obviously he's going to get hurt. That's the end of this one. We'll run through the team one more time. We would take Seabass. Just take Seabass. Run through the team one more time. Then maybe there's an update. I don't really know. So Tyrod, we got Crowell Abdullah, AJ Green, T.Y. Hilton, Austin Hooper. Again, if you guys end up waiting till the end, I love Austin Hooper this year as a late round flyer. Watkins, we got the Giants, Seabass. Don't pay attention to that. Diggs, AP, Doug Martin, Macklin, Derrick Henry, Samaje Perine, and Funchess. That's a different team. I don't feel like I've ended up with a team like this, mainly because I've been doing the drafts and fantasy football calculator, and the ADPs are different. But I really like the upside of the wide receivers especially. Because I genuinely believe that T.Y., AJ, Watkins, and Diggs all have top 10 upside. And I think that T.Y., AJ, and Watkins have top 5 upside. And I really love Diggs. You guys don't even realize how much I love Diggs. And then Macklin, I think, is a very safe wide receiver, which is why I got him there, unless he gets hurt. But it was a late pick, so I can drop him. That's the end of this video. The podcast that you guys have been asking about, I still don't know. The plan right now is to, during the year, have that be like have a 1-hour podcast each week that's like daily fantasy with some waiver wire stuff, with trade targets, with streaming options. Just kind of throw that into a 1-hour podcast. And maybe just start that like in August, maybe start that and then talk about draft stuff. But I don't know. So I'll get back to you guys on that. Get a t-shirt. The Pro Football Focus, I'm still talking to them with for your discount code. Because I'm really fighting to get you guys a discount code. I'm going to send them an email after this as like a follow-up email. But I have the affiliate link right now. Like you guys can get Pro Football Focus, but you're not getting a discount right now. And I'm trying. Maybe if you're watching this in August, check the description of the video. Maybe I have the discount code. But I'm really trying to get you guys a % off because it is a great package to have. But that's it. That is the end of this video. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe. We got 5 videos every single week. That's the end of this one. Thanks for watching.